Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Journey Through the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
Simon.
And Simon, my man, what do we have on tap for that? Oh my God, again?
Oh God. Man's got to eat.
So what we got on tap for tonight?
Man, WrestleMania 9. I know, right?
Oh man.
WrestleMania season, buddy. Oh, man.
All right, let's get these stats going.
Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. In an attendance of...
I'm going to stick with, you know what? You had 16 last time. I'll say, I'll go 18. I'll go 18.
Wow, 16.
Fuck.
891. Almost
Overshot
17.
it. Overshot it. This is press right. I wouldn't even got the point.
Now, I was not too surprised by that number because it was a smaller venue.
Yeah, yeah.
And a much smaller venue compared to what we get with nowadays.
Yeah, what I will say is that's the one thing I noticed about this one. It's actually the crowd actually looks smaller. Like even if you're far away, shots, it's like, damn, like this actually. I mean, just the way it's laid out, I guess. I don't know, but it definitely looked a little skimpier than it normally does.
And it really ties in with my hatred for outdoor WrestleManias, especially on the different time zones.
Yeah, yeah. It'll work on this one a little bit, but I'll get to that in a second. So, what was the main event this evening?
Oh my God! It was Bret Hart.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Don't get cute. Don't get cute. The real main event for the world title, the match we've been waiting for forever. Yokozuna defends his world championship against the immortal Hulk Hogan. That's the real main event, my man. Black eye and all, he won the world title. And that was
now, you know, Hogan wasn't advertised for this.
He's on the poster. He's on the poster, that's all I know.
But he's on the poster.
You know what? He deserved it. That's all I'm saying. Like I granted, even like jokes aside, kind of a dick move. He comes back, kind of just usurps everything that's going on. But 8-year-old Daniel was just like, yes!
I know.
God damn it!
I know.
He's back! He's gonna have a long run with this title. This is it. Golden days ahead. The slump that WWF's been in has now been cured. Hogan's back for good. He's gonna have a long run with that title. Can't wait.
The main event tonight was Bret Hart and Yokozuna. And Hogan fucked it all up.
Oh, he did great. His best friend Bret was being disrespected out there, and he went out to help him. He does it all the time. Name one Bret Hart match he didn't do that. Remember he won his match at SummerSlam 91, the IC title match, his first big victory as a singles wrestler? Hogan was there, shaking his hand like, man, brother, we did this together. You know, when he won his first tag titles with him and Neidhart, even though he's a heel, Hogan came down and shook his hands like, you know what, I don't agree with your tactics, but goddamn, I respect you. Hogan's just a hell of a man, and when he has a friend like Bret Hart, a best friend, dude, he comes out there to help him whenever he's in need. And you know what? I mean, the Japanese, you know, this is America, and even though the crowd was chanting USA for a Canadian wrestler, which, you know, let's just say it, Bret Hart, he's American, you know.
Yeah, he's one of us.
Even though, you know, the other guy's clearly, it doesn't matter, he's Japanese for all intent and purposes. Hogan's out there defending America, he's defending our way of life, and you know what, when you disrespect, when it comes crashing down, and it hurts inside, Hogan's going to be there for you, and that's what Bret Hart experienced right there after that bonsai drop. He just like,
as horrible as everything he's saying right now about this match.
Oh, it's going to get worse.
It's such a shame that we're not reviewing
That'd be the best thing. That'd be way better. God damn it.
What are we talking about tonight?
So we got Johnny Gonzales with Harvey Wippleman in his corner going up against The Undertaker with Paul Bearer in his corner.
Did you say Johnny Gonzales?
I wish it was Johnny Gonzales. Who is Johnny Gonzales? I'm gonna Google him and put a picture up right now. The first image that comes up after Johnny Gonzales.
And we know he's a better wrestler.
Oh, probably. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Hope it's just some like geriatric old man. And I'm just like, yep, he can still out wrestle him.
He's at least 43.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so right now, let's kind of get a little bit of build up and we'll set the mood here. This is the first WrestleMania that Monsoon did not commentate on. Now, he was a host, but or the MC or whatever you want to call him, but he was the guy who was...
But who do we got?
We got good old JR, his first appearance
What a debut!
It really is. It's sad though because he drops down almost immediately. Now, he does King of the Ring. He does King of the Ring, but after that, it's just like never again. We don't see him for a long time on the main or on the main commentary team. But no, he
definitely a lot different. Like I mean, not even like obviously, but I mean like still waiting or testing the waters.
Yeah.
I guess like he.
Still doing his. He felt very much like his WCW days.
Yes.
Here, yeah. And I'm glad.
Very more. How do you say like legitimate sports?
Caster. Yeah. Had more of a sportscaster kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm glad now that I've actually watched all the WCW pay-per-views up to this point now, because now I can truly appreciate Jim Ross even more. Like he has the chops, the knowledge. He's a great commentator. And then when he comes to WWF, he's still good. They just kind of alter him. But I never knew about that good part. Like, I just known him as good old JR, barbecue sauce, and all that shit.
Yeah.
But here it's like you can see, and here you see that side of him a little bit more than what you will get later on. We also are joined by Macho Man, which I was never huge on Macho Man as a commentator, but it is what it is. And then you get Heenan, who I want to know what Heenan and Ross's relationship was really like, because I mean I'm sure it's all playful, but dude, like Heenan is just busting his balls the entire pay. I mean, in this match too, but in the pay-per-view itself, my God, dude, just constantly just ripping on it. And I'm like,
and JR probably don't know how to
take it. Yeah. Well, and I read at one point, I guess JR was told. I think he actually mentioned this on like a documentary about WrestleMania or whatever. But he was told that I guess Heenan told him to go commando underneath his toga, and that it would show Vince like, this kid has balls, And then Monsoon overhears it and is just like, don't do that. Like, Heenan's fucking with you, don't do that. And I'm like, that's great. Like, I would have loved to, see how it would have played out.
I would love to have seen Jim Ross's balls.
I would love to see his, just full Monty right
his
there.
Legitimate, like.
His Monty Brown is hanging out. So, so anyways, so that's the thing. This is actually the first, just a little ridiculous side note here that I read. This was the first pay-per-view, or WrestleMania, that didn't have the red, white, and blue rope scheme. I guess up to this point, they always had the red, white, and blue, and I didn't notice that. And I was like, oh, well, there you go. Golden, black and gold. So, and of course, this is the first outdoor WrestleMania as well, which I agree with you. I'm never huge on him. Like you said, definitely with the thing. This, though, this is the only time I'll say daytime works for Taker. And I'll get to that when we actually get into the thing. But we'll get to that. Anyways, let's get to the build-up. We all know, we talked about last week, that Taker, a favorite to win the Royal Rumble and get himself a shot at the Royal Rumble. Here, he was coming to see the Palace expecting...
Royal Rumble performance.
Oh, dude, the best Taker performance in the Rumble thus far. I'm sure we'll get to better ones, but as of right now, 93, this was his MVP. He threw out 4 motherfuckers and probably would have won. However,
yeah, probably would have.
Harvey Wippleman holding the grudge. You would think Kamala would be one holding the grudge because he was the one that she got put in a coffin and nailed shut. But he apparently was like, fuck it, I'm scared. He left the WWF. But Harvey was like, nope, fuck that. I'm pissed off. You took food out of my my mouth. Kim Chi's not even pissed. Kim Chi was just like, I quit.
Yeah.
Going back to being a brawler. No. Fucking Harvey Wippleman's like, nope, got a better idea. I'm gonna go to WCW and grab Eli Gante and bring him as John Gonzales. He comes in, dismantles Taker, throws him out of the Rumble, costing Rumble the
Kills
thing,
him.
and then honestly takes him down. We've never seen, at this point in KFA, we've never seen Taker. We've never seen Mean Mark take a beating like this.
No.
Taker's never been out, and this is the first man to come along and almost put him out of commission in one swoop. So we're getting the match right here to settle that. Okay, so Gonzales comes out, and Harvey Wippleman's there. I will say, I do like Harvey Wippleman paired up with Giant Gonzales, because Wippleman's such a short guy anyways, and it always looks impressive. Like, even when he was managing Warlord, like, Warlord was never a tall guy, but he's a big guy, and he looked awesomely big next to Wippleman. Dude, this guy looks ridiculously huge next to him. I mean, you will buy the 8-foot, tall, 9-foot whatever of Giant Gonzales. 20 feet, 30 feet, 100.
So they were still doing that.
Yeah, but that's Heenan's. But Heenan, man, you're the man. He's trying his best, and all he has is Gonzales' size, and Taker may not be human to sell this match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he had nothing else to work with. So you'll hear both things of Heenan, saying, this guy's like 30 feet tall, and I just don't think Undertaker's human. That's all he had. for the whole thing.
You got Macho Man like trying to seriously interject sometimes. It's almost like Macho Man was supposed to be the Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah.
And he just, no, it did not work.
Yeah, because JR wasn't as combative.
JR was the third man.
Yeah, he was the analytical guy, third guy, and it seemed like, you're right, Monsoon was replaced by Savage, and it just didn't, they didn't have the same chemistry at all. Sorry, excuse me. I feel like if Ross and Heenan were working a little bit more, we may have got a pretty cool dynamic there, but unfortunately this never happens. So, Taker comes out, and whereas you said you didn't care for the daytime, this is the one time I really love a daytime scene with the Undertaker because it gives that old West vibe because he's on the chariot, the Vulture,
all right.
And this is the only time because we were lucky enough at Wembley Stadium that it was dusk and so it was still starting to go dark. So when he comes out on the back of the hearse, and so this will actually go. I will put this above the hearse ride. As far as current WrestleMania or just current entrances, this is probably my favorite entrance so far. I just love the visual, and it's the one time it kind of harkens back to his original Western dead man gimmick, and it's almost like the last time we'll kind of see that glimpse. Just a cool visual, even though that Vulture's trying to get away and it's clearly tied down. Yeah. He's like frantically, and they're trying to, but still.
He knew what was coming up. He heard it. He heard him talking earlier about how the match.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, fuck this. He goes, this is going to be a turkey. I'm a vulture. I'm getting out of here. So anyways, so Taker comes out. So we get the awesome entrance. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's really the end of it. Like, really, we should do, if we could just grade it now, it'd be 4 stars.
Yeah.
The build was pretty good-ish. The excitement level's there. I remember as a kid, I was looking forward to this match.
As Bruce Pritchard says. And then the bell rang.
And the bell rang, and at that point, it's like, fuck. Since you're eating, I'll go ahead. If you don't mind, I'll take the wheel.
Yeah, go ahead, take the wheel.
We get Giant Gonzales, just trying to do his weak-ass forearm thing.
Super weak.
And
even weaker, I think. And where'd all the hair go?
Yeah. You get the airbrushed hair now, and it's not as much. And we'll note that in SummerSlam, the hair will come back in more abundance. But here, it's almost like he's hairless with the sparse pieces of it here and there. Once again, 3 appearances on pay-per-view, 3 different bodysuits. Ridiculous. Anyways, Taker is hitting him with these uppercut thrusts to the throat, and he does this. Oh, God.
Oh, it's staggering.
Oh, dude, it's so embarrassing. And I'm trying. I do my best. You heard me during the Kamala. I did my best to present these as like, let me try to hit this from like I'm a company man trying to sell this.
Yeah.
And you can't. It's so bad. His selling, and he has these goofy facial expressions. He does like this cross-eyed like, and it's just like, oh my God. And so he does a staggering thing. He takes over pretty quickly. Goddamn, this fucking match was 8 minutes. Kamala's match was 4 minutes, and it felt like that was kind of pushing it. This is 8 goddamn minutes plus. And so, anyways, he takes him outside. He throws. It's pretty funny. He throws him to the steel stairs, and Jim Ross is like, "That's a solid steel." And then as soon as he hits it, and they flip over and they're hollowed out. He's like, "Oh, they're made of some kind of metal."
Some kind of metal.
Like, oh, that's all right, Jim Ross. We're trying, buddy, and I appreciate you trying. You're doing more than most people would right now. So, anyways, Gonzales beats him around, gets him back in the ring. Taker comes back. He hits Old School at one point. Doesn't even really do anything to him.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You get the feeling that like Gonzales was off his mark because he kept he would hit him to do the 4 clothesline, take him off his feet kind of thing. And this happens when I'm jumping ahead, but he'd do it. But Gonzales was not getting the position. It was almost like he was just kind of staggering in random places. You can see Taker even at one point push him to where he needs him to be. At one point he gets him worked over in the corner. Same thing. He's trying to do something. He has all right, you need to turn around now. You can just tell Taker is literally working his ass off.
Yeah.
And not just working, trying to be a ring general and get this to go. Because even Bruce Pritchard would say that this match, there wasn't much of a match. And not just being a smarky dick, he didn't know what to do. Gonzales had a very limited moveset. They weren't supposed to go super long anyways, so there's not a lot you have to go over, and even that, he couldn't quite piece together.
But you gotta think, language barrier and maybe style barrier and abilities and what he can and can't do, in the months from WrestleMania, or from WrestleMania,
Yep, good point.
Can we send him to a training facility somewhere?
Warrior and Hogan did it, and it turned out beautifully.
Yes.
And can you not do that with him? And literally just take them both off TV. At that point, you weren't doing weekly, or you were, but They were hour Raws. You didn't have to have much. Vignettes can do your point. Taker got clobbered. He could be off TV for a while. Just do interviews with Giant Gonzales, a couple squash matches here and there, and then have him work his ass off, getting this match down pat.
Yes.
Keep running and cut it down to like 4 minutes. But just do the 4 minutes over and over. There's no excuse, and that's the point. That's the problem I have, is that I felt
like... It looked like he stepped in the ring for the first time. And he had a WCW career before that.
And I was saying, that's the bad thing is I've actually seen his WCW career, and even though it's not great, it was definitely way better than what he does at all in WWF. And he wasn't even working with good people there, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a couple matches just like, ugh. And here it's just like, dude, you're Undertaker, and you can't make it look good. So anyways, what eventually happens is... finally, Wippleman gets up there, Taker grabs him, lifts him up over his head. Wippleman's able to throw ether-soaked rag or chloroform-soaked rag. Is there a difference between ether and chloroform? I'm sure there probably is, but
I think
for all intent and purposes,
Macho Man or somebody called it chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, yeah. Chlorophyll or chlorophyll, whatever. He tries like 4 or 5 times and kept butchering it every time. And then finally, the last time he got chloroform, and you can just tell he was struggling to get it out of there. I'm not one to talk, though. I do that from time to time. I'll get a word, and I was like, fuck, I know how to say it, but I just can't get it out.
It's just plant matter, damn it.
Just fuck it. So, but I do feel like they missed the opportunity because that's a gimmick that's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
And usually, before the rag even makes an appearance, the commentators will be like, what's that smell? You smell that. At this point, it's already in the ring, and they're like, what's that smell? I'm like, really? Missed the cue much? Goddamn.
In an outdoor arena.
I'm like, Savage, I agree. He wasn't commentating in the territory days. He was always a manager or a wrestler. But Ross, God damn it, Ross, you should have been on top of this.
You've seen some chloroform.
Ross, God damn it. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, So anyways, as the rag comes out, and Gonzales got the rag, but he goes over and headbutts Paul Bear, who takes a better bump than Gonzales will ever dream of taking. Yep. And then turns around with the rag. But then I'm like, granted, whatever, it's a match with Taker and Gonzales, but like, isn't it just an instant DQ? Like, as soon as you pull out a foreign weapon, no matter what the weapon is, like, you pull a pillow out.
Yeah.
Granted, like, they're gonna let a pillow slide, but you would think one referee could be a dingbat. No, get that pillow out of here. DQ.
While I'm watching this, I'm thinking,
ring the bell?
Is the rag supposed to be hidden?
Oh,
because
like maybe the
ref kept doing the count like he had a 1, 2, and he I was thinking, well, maybe the rag's supposed to be hidden.
Yeah, and then good point.
But it wasn't.
And then he was just like, fuck, I gotta go, I gotta commit. I'm committing to it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's probably a good point, actually. So, anyways, can't break it. Finally, just says fuck it and rings the bell. DQ. The crowd.
Thankfully,
honestly, the crowd. They popped when he came out. They were high energy starting off. And then it dies, but then I will say, anytime like Taker would do anything, they would slightly pop, but it wasn't, you're being generous calling it a pop. They would react whenever he would do anything. But they do quickly turn on the boo. Like, I don't know if they were hoping like Taker would just choke slam and win or what, but like the crowd just goes ugly at this point, starts booing. Now, we saw him destroy Taker before, and he was so bad. But chloroform, it kills Taker. Like, they instantly bring out the stretcher.
Yeah, that aftermath is better than this match.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. So they bring out the stretcher.
Macho Man Randy Savage being stone-faced, seriously concerned.
He could have killed him, yeah.
Heenan and JR are still kind of talking, it seems like kayfabe-ish.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like,
Savage is going on.
Like, no.
You could have got
That could kill him.
Yeah, that could kill. And he could have murdered him. He may have murdered him in the ring.
Almost like, shut up, guys. This guy might be dead.
Show's done. We gotta stop for a second.
Like,
Gotta get serious.
Selling this thing, but in a good way. Like,
it really was. It did add to it.
Not a fan of Macho Man as a commentator, but that was some good work.
Give him props on that one, absolutely. So they come out the stretcher immediately, which I thought was kind of funny because I feel like you get a little bit of beat down first, and then when Taker's unresponsive, then bring it out. But I guess chloroform's like, fuck it, we'll get him.
Well, he could be dead.
Could be dead. Savage said it best, so they bring it out. It's
what
funny
about
though,
all the officials in their togas?
Exactly. So I was gonna say, you get the camera guy at first. I noticed him. I was like, oh, the camera guy's wearing toga. But then I see like one of the stretcher paramedic guys are wearing toga. I'm like, and then you see several of them. And I'm just like, dude, I'm supposed to be taken seriously. It's like, you can't. You really just can't. So they load Taker up on there. At this point, Gonzales is in the ring. Like, he's still in there like, yeah, I'm the man. But thing is, like, there's no reaction. Like, the boos have now stopped. And I don't even know if it's even like concern, because I think at this point, even if you did think wrestling was real, you're probably just going like, yeah, this is dumb. Like, he's okay, what? So it's just like there's no reaction. So he's doing his best to get some sort of like heat from the crowd, not having any of it.
Get this guy.
He grabs Bill Alfonso. Bill Alfonso's the ref, by the way. Yeah. Choke slams him. Shitty choke slam. Oh, shitty choke slam.
The potential to have this like big like we didn't really see that until Big Show came in. You know that.
Well, now I don't know if you watched. Did you ever watch the ECW in the 94, 95? Okay, 911 is the dude. He would pick up Alfonso do like this. So it's not Alfonso not being able to do the jump. He would take it and spin him around and then plant him. And dude, it always looked awesome.
I'm not going to stand up because I'll be off camera. But like, I mean, Gonzales only picks him up to like his hip.
Like literally like, and you're just like, what the? So at first
he has that like showstopper, that Big Show type slope, where he goes down to his knees.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, there's no height to it. You think, man, this is going to be, Plus, it's got to look better than Undertaker's, right? I mean, because Undertaker kind of had a weaker choke slam at that time, too.
At this point, he hadn't quite developed the choke slam like we know it now. So.
No, it's stupid.
Yeah, it was.
And especially on a fucking, like, 80-pound guy.
Yeah. He would do it. Well, he would do it more he would actually just slam. Like, he wouldn't be a lift. He'd just be like, slam almost. Or he would slightly bring him up and bring him down kind of thing. So.
And it was cool to see him. Like, I did like it whenever, And you could tell that Fonzie was trying to jump to make it look better than it really was.
Nope, he takes him down and just it was awful. So he's still in the ring after Taker is taken out, and I'm like, at this point, there's the crowd is chanting Hogan, which I think is funny because it's like they have no idea that Hogan's going to come out there at the end. It's on the poster, but he just did a city tag match which ended shittily, and they're still chanting for Hogan, and it's like I don't think it was piped in unless if they maybe redubbed the commentary track afterward, which is possible. They've done that with the Royal Rumble thing. But still, it looks like they're chanting Hogan. Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of funny that they were wanting to see Hogan be the guy to come out to rescue Taker. And instead, he came out to save Bret Hart because Bret Hart needed it more. Anyways, so...
Hogan needed it more.
Hogan definitely needed it more. So Gonzales is still out there. And the whole time, like, as a kid, I don't remember what I was thinking. But as an adult, like, but we know... in retrospect, why he saw there because Taker's gonna come back, but it's like, kayfabe, like, what are you still doing out there? Are you still like gonna do like a promo, or are you gonna just milk out you gonna do a Hogan victory? Like, even though I lost, fuck it, I'm gonna get the crowds what they want. So he's out there, but then you hear the bell toll, and then Taker comes stumbling out, goes in there, hits him a few times, hits the flying clothesline, which was really bad. It's almost like Gonzales wasn't going to drop and take her like on that.
Is this where they have to? He
almost like has to like, come on, you're going down, and then Gonzales is a bad fall. Yeah. Gonzales goes down, and then he rolls out of the ring quickly. First time he actually shows fear with Taker. If we're going to try to add a little bit of story to save this, because at this point he has truly not feared the Undertaker at all, which is something that and. Not one person, or everybody has. Hogan has showed fear. Roberts has showed fear. Kamala has definitely showed it. But Gonzales hasn't. So this is the first thing you're seeing that. So that was kind of like, okay, cool. He finally realizes that shit, chloroform and my shitty clubby blows should be enough to kill these motherfuckers. And this guy got back up and came back after me after being wheeled out.
What else can I do?
Yeah. And so that's how we end it. And Taker.
I wish that's how we ended it.
So. That's it. Let's talk about. There really is no aftermath. This feud keeps going, so we'll get to that. I guess next week.
It sure does.
Let's analyze it. I guess. Give us your thoughts on this match. Go ahead. Yes. Just give us your final thoughts on this thing before we give the grade and take this piece of shit home.
1 star. 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. That's my analysis of this match. I mean, there's not much else that I can say, and I say this in a lot of episodes, but there's not much else I can say now that we haven't already said about this match. I mean, it was awful. And I mean, and for all it's worth, Undertaker, Mark Calloway, whatever, gave everything he could to like he said, like there was so many of those spots where he was like almost guiding him, like turn around or go down or do this or do that. It's like you're God, it's 2019. I cannot use this word, but I'm gonna break my.
Oh, here we go.
He's working with a retarded man.
Yeah. It felt that way.
Almost retarded as in like a respectful kind of like just ignorant fella.
Yeah.
he ain't stupid. He just don't know what's going on.
And I think the other thing too is, like I said,
I don't know. It's just there's nothing. It's just it was so weird.
And the fact that this is the big leagues, you know what I mean? Like this is like I expect WWE to pull this kind of shit. I feel like WWF would be like, okay, clearly this guy's gonna be rough. Take him out and train with him, like we just said.
Exactly.
It's like that's what irritates me more.
So much time in between.
Yeah, I mean, because like the WWE would do that shit too, and they also have resources to do it. But at the same time, it's like WWE is just known for doing stupid shit all the time. So like, I don't expect them to be like ahead of the curve as far as like planning ahead. WWF though is usually pretty good about that kind of shit. And it's just like,
I was gonna ask you, since you're kind of more into the Crockett WCW stuff, not more into, but you watched it also.
Seen it.
Did me, Mark, and El Gigante ever?
Not to my knowledge. They may have, because they ran in the company at the same time, but as far as, I don't think they actually had any paths. Now, if it was like on Clash of Champions or Worldwide or whatever, maybe, but to my knowledge, no. Not that I've seen. Not pay-per-view anyway.
We'll look that up, see.
Yeah.
But
if you guys know out there, let us know. Yeah. Educate us, please. So, I feel like with this, like every match we've talked about for the past like 2 months.
Well, now, be nicer than you should.
Yeah. On paper, this is great. Story-wise, going into it, it's great. Even though the execution was kind of bad at Royal Rumble, you can cover that shit. You can just show the impact, the Taker being laid out. And I remember as a kid really looking forward to this match because I was sort of like, oh shit, like I bought the hype, like wow, Taker was taken down. Can he come back?
Yeah.
And then you get mad. Now, I'll be honest with you, as a kid, I don't remember hating this match. I don't really remember liking it either, though, because honestly, even up till a few years ago when I started going back and rewatching all these classic matches, I never would have said, like, this is my top whatever, ever. Like, not even close. I remember thinking that even the Kamala match, not the Coffin, but the first one, SummerSlam, I liked it. Not so much now as an adult, but as a kid, I did like it. I thought it just fun match to watch, whatever, cool Taker match. This one never was even in that realm for me. We're talking off the air before we started today that it was kind of funny that why they keep putting these big guys against him. And I kind of feel like, we talked already about how there's a transitional period, but I kind of feel like this is almost like they took what made Hogan Hogan. I mean, I guess when you do the Baird strip down thing, he was patriotic and he would slay all these big guys. And I feel like they took that and broke it in half, and they would eventually give the patriotic part to Luger here in a few months, but then they gave Undertaker the slay giants. And I feel like, whatever that's what they did.
Hogan got good big guys to work with. Though.
That's true. I mean,
I should say better big guys to work with.
And I feel like that's kind of the thing too. Is like you would think like, could they not raid that back catalog even? I mean, I guess Andre's gone, but you still like, well, fucking Zeus,
King Kong
Bundy, which he would eventually, but but yeah, it just feels like, damn it. So I feel like I get it. And once again, as far as like on paper goes, the mythos of the Undertaker, this looks incredible. The guy who came in and just destroyed him. He had to rise from the ashes and, bring him back down. And at this event, unfortunately, this should have been the last one. They stretched it out for another pay-per-view because why not? Even here he was able to prove in the second chapter, if you will, of this trilogy, that he wasn't ready to go down just yet. Like, even though Gonzales definitely had his number and could prove that he could destroy him, Taker found something in that urn in himself to come back. But that's all fancy talking. That's me in front of a green screen on Superstars in the Morning telling you guys, watch SummerSlam because that match will be better. When you go back and actually watch the tape, you're going to be like, Daniel, you're full of fucking shit. It's a shit match. Yeah. And it was. I can't deny that.
You probably know you're full of shit while you're cutting the promo.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, even my eyes are giving me away. I'm like, you don't even believe this. Like, no. 1 star, once again. I'm being very, I feel like also I'm being very generous with the 1 star. Because I feel like whenever I read reviews or see people talk about this match, it's just a go-to to shit on Gonzales, but they don't really go into reason. They just do like the generic, he's a shitty wrestler. It's like, well, okay, yeah, but tell us, like, give us a breakdown.
Yeah.
We're breaking it down. We're pointing out why. And we're not just shitting on the guy, because once again, I respect the man for, he went further than I could ever do in the, in the business. Granted, his size, but, nonetheless, I feel like, as far as his side goes, language barrier, and I feel like from what I've heard from everybody say, and everybody kind of shits on him, they all say, but he was one of the nicest guys, he was really shy, and I feel like he honestly probably didn't want to hurt anybody, even though he does hurt Wippleman at the next pay-per-view when he chokeslams him, and he may have hurt Alfonso. I hadn't heard Fonzie say anything yet, but anyways, at this point though, he was trying to be safe to work with, and there's been reports of WCW he did hurt a couple guys, so bit of him being gun shy,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that's up to Vince and the agents to be like, okay, then here's what we need to do to make it look good. And the fact that they already knew in their mind we're going to set this up for a sequel because they gave us this ending.
Yeah.
They don't do a whole lot more with him. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did try to train him and it just didn't take.
Yeah,
that could very well be it. I mean, 'cause once again, he's been wrestling for 2 years now plus. So it's like, I don't know. But I won't just shit on it completely and give it 0 stars because or go cute and be like, oh, we'll give it -3. I mean, honestly, as a kid, I didn't know the difference and I was just as engaged even though it didn't hit my top level then. Taker, you gotta give him credit. Like to me, it's disrespectful to give it -stars or 0 when Taker's working his ass off, even though he can't quite pull it off. The commentating team's doing everything they can. I mean, it's a work of love, and they're trying their best. It fails on just about every single level. And then once again, this is the first WrestleMania where we almost get like, aside from maybe WrestleMania 1 and maybe 3, where this is like the first time we're like, bam. This is WrestleMania.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, and you put this match on there. Now, granted, maybe they thought it'd be better than it was, but it's just like, wow, what? And then WrestleMania itself wasn't a great WrestleMania.
I'll say, as an adult looking back, like on the whole event itself, like
it was very, it really wasn't.
I mean, 8 was great. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say not great.
But it was,
8 was
compared to this one, it's great, yeah. But no, you're right. I mean, and so like I said, it was just kind of it's a lackluster Rumble.
It's part of that
it's that transitional, yeah. That 90, and like I said, we'll see that throughout the rest of the year. Yeah, we're not here to talk about that. But anyway, yeah, 1 star. Once again, R.I.P. Gonzales. And I said I don't put this type of shit on here that a lot of people, because I mean that's the one thing I always hate when fucking smarky neckbeards are out there running on this neck. I'm like, A, you couldn't do this if you tried, but B, put into account why this match sucks. He was too big. He probably shouldn't have been in the first place, but fuck it, we're at that point. Language barrier, gentle giant. He's trying to not hurt people. And then on top of that, Taker is a good worker at this point, but it's like he's not the ring general he would become. So I mean, even though he's 2 or 3 years in, it's like that's still kind of a big task. It's not like you got Steamboat or Flair in there running them. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but people would argue and say that Andre, who wasn't really, I mean, looking back, wasn't the greatest worker.
No, absolutely not.
But also had a size issue and had a language barrier.
Yeah.
And he had a full-on run.
Yeah. That's looked at way more. Even his later years that people would be like, it still is looked on more fondly than, unfortunately,
Gentle Giant also.
Yeah. And even Bret Hart.
Well, unless he didn't like it.
Exactly, yeah. Bam Bam will attest to that one. But I remember Bret Hart even said, like, when Andre dropped an elbow on him, he goes, it was honestly like a feather. Like, he goes, you didn't feel it. You didn't feel it. I'm like, that's pretty impressive,
The anticipation probably hurt more
than absolutely. I'd be crying, just like weeping, like, oh my God, Andre. Because I probably would piss him off back then. I have a personality that would rub people the wrong way, so I'm sure Andre wouldn't like me. So I would have got Bam Bammed, actually, probably. He would just kick me around like a soccer ball. But yeah, so wrap this thing up. Yeah, it was what it was. Sorry, 1 star. Guys. And it is, this is a 1 star, this is our lowest rated match in the run, because even the other ones that we didn't like would eventually get bumped up to 1.5 or hit that 2, but this one actually 1, and honestly it deserves it. But I don't think it's a hate that it gets. I don't think it deserves the hate it gets.
Nah.
But at the same time, or if it gets the hate, it should be directed at the people responsible. You really should be hitting the higher ups that should have been like, okay, Gonzales, we gotta get you down to train. We gotta run this match, make it shorter. I mean, if you want to have the bullshit finish aside, you could have still done that. I wouldn't have been mad about that. It's still kind of weak, and it's always kind of like a blemish on that undefeated streak leading up to it. Like, he's undefeated. Well, I mean, at one time you guys ass hand to him and choked out with a
win's a win, though.
Win's a win. It's all that matters in the column. But they always would kind of gloss over this one, probably for more reasons than one. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just repeating myself. So let's get out of here. What's on tap for next week? Well, one good thing to look at is we're finally going to cap off the trilogy. We're going. This is it. There's no more Giant Gonzales after next week. So that's all.
SummerSlam.
That's it. So, guys, I'm Daniel.
Simon.
And we're out of here. Think I can get the remote to work first time this time? Let's try it.